What's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to show you 5 steps on how to get out of credit card debt. Let's get right into the video. Alright, so credit card debt. It is so easy to get into it. At times, I understand it can be hard to get out of it. We've all been in that situation where we've been in some type of debt. No one is just so perfect that they never had credit card debt. I've had it myself with things with school. And I've used these steps. These are steps that I have kind of thought about. These are 5 steps. Now, everybody's are going to be different, but these are 5 steps that has helped me. If you're anybody who has had any credit card debt in the past, I've known people who overcame $30,000 of credit card debt. It can even be $5,000, $10,000, $2,000, whatever you've overcome. If you decide to help, put your strategies, put your methods down below. This is a community. Let's help each other. If I'm missing anything, tell me about it. So let's get into the ways. So the first way we want to do, use cash. We want to stop all the spending on credit cards. There are, statistics, there are tests that I'm not going to bring up, but pretty much what the tests and those studies show, when you use cash for things versus when you use credit card, you're more, more, like you're more aware that you're spending your cash versus a credit card. Credit card, you're just swiping some plastic, you may forget about it. Cash, if you go back into your wallet and you're looking for some cash, you're gonna realize it's gone. You're gonna feel something. You're gonna have like an emotional connection to that money. It's gone. So stop using your credit card. Cut it up if you need to, which people say cut it up and things like that. You don't have to cut it up, but just put it away. Keep it out of your wallet. Keep it out of like where you normally are. So my credit cards do not stay where I normally am. I keep them away from me unless I'm using them, especially if I went at the point in time where I was trying to get myself out of the credit card debt that I was in. I did not use credit cards at all. I kept a credit card maybe somewhere for emergency purposes, but I knew cash was going to be king for me. No, you're not going to get rewards. I know that, but at this point in time, rewards is not the most important thing. Right now, the most important thing is to get the debt down. So rewards have to go into the back burner. And again, if you're trying to get rewards while you're in debt, it just makes no sense. So rewards go back burner, benefits go on back burner. We are using straight, hard, liquid cash, okay? That's it. First step, make sure you are using cash. And again, I know points are what people love, perks are what people love, but when you're trying to come out of debt, nothing really matters at that point besides getting out of debt, okay? The second step is going to be evaluate your spending. I know people who pretty much print out a bill, maybe a credit card statement, a bank statement, or maybe even jot it down. What are you spending that doesn't make sense? Do you have Netflix, Hulu, Sling, HBO? Like, do you have all these subscriptions that you're not using? Or do you have a gym subscription, that you're not using, or you're not even going to the gym? That money, banks and companies make so much money off of people who I would say are inactive when it comes to subscriptions. So if you're somebody, I've had Netflix on and off for so long. I recently just got Netflix back because there was a point in time where I was like, look, I like Netflix, but if I'm not using it, why am I paying them? I'm not just going to keep it there. I canceled the subscription. It doesn't cost to cancel. It's month to month. Cancel those subscriptions. Are you going to, Dunkin' Donuts or Starbucks every morning for $4 or $5 coffees when you don't need them? Find other ways to energize yourself. Go to the gym, exercise. Even if, run around, do something, do some meditation, do something. Try to find something that is cheaper or $0 to get your morning going. Look at those things. Coffee adds up. Subscriptions that you're not using, they add up. And subscriptions are so cheap month to month, but when you have a subscription for $10 and it's a 12-month period, and you think, whoa, that's $120 that I could have put towards an investment. That's $120 I could have put towards a rainy day. That's $120 that I could have used to pay my phone bill. You look at it bigger picture. Okay, well, in 5 years, how much is $120? In 10 years, how much is $120? So evaluate your spending, cut out things that you do not need, okay? The third thing is to create a budget. What's the budget? When I was like really first starting off, you got a credit card debt. I forced myself. My budget was $100 every 2 weeks when I got paid, to go out and do things, regardless if that's eating out, taking girls on dates, taking myself out, whatever I was doing. Every 2 weeks, $100 was my play money. Everything else was, some of it was being saved and things like that. Others was going towards bills. But during this time frame, we evaluated our spending pattern. We know we want to cut out. Now with that budget, we want to really try to get that extra money and put it towards the debt, okay? And really try to really be really hard on yourself, but also be realistic too. Again, mine every 2 weeks, and I know this is kind of hard, $100 every 2 weeks for eating out, for movies, dates, whatever you want to call it. And again, I know that's hard in 2019 to do, but try to do whatever you can. Evaluate your spending, create a budget. So number 3 is create a budget for yourself. Number 4A, I got a 4A and a 4B. You can do either or. 4A is to try to find another credit card if you have good credit. Find a credit card that offers no annual percentage rate for X amount of months. A really good card that I actually personally used for my debt was the Citi Diamond Preferred card. I used that card for schooling, and it was 0% APR for, I believe, about 21 months. It was either 18 or 21 months, which means if I did a balance transfer with another credit card, I don't pay anything but the principal on that for, I think it was 18 or 21 months. The Citi Diamond Preferred card, it is a black plastic card from Citi. Check it out. It's a really good card, and they're pretty friendly with the limit. Just make sure your credit is good for that. So try to find a credit card that offers no interest for the first X amount of months. I know Chase Freedom has the card for, I think, 14 months, no annual percentage rate. And then again, the Citi Diamond Preferred, I think, offers the longest, about 21 months, which is almost 2 years. I'm sure you can, really cut down. A lot of my friends and my family, even my clients, they have debt, but a lot of their bill is interest, right? So if you're cutting the interest out for X amount of time, that's really going to help you. You can really knock down that principal as much as possible. And then when it gets down to, okay, my 21 months is up, now take that balance, if you can, and transfer somewhere else. Now again, that's opening up some credit cards and things like that, but the purpose of it is to really knock down principal without paying interest. That's 4A. 4B, if let's say you have like $40,000 in credit card debt over X amount of cards, it's going to be really hard to get a credit card for $40,000, right? Or $30,000, or even $20,000 if you're in that type of debt. Try to find a loan to consolidate. This makes it easier. You are paying one bill a month for a certain interest rate, shopping around for the interest rates, and at this point, you're really helping yourself because you're not paying a bunch of bills. Again, credit card debt can be a multiple, more than one. So you're really consolidating all of your debts into one loan, one interest rate, and you're being consistent. It is a fixed monthly payment. Fixed meaning the payment is not changing. The interest is not changing. That's the contract. It could be 2 years, 4 years, 5 years, whatever the contract terms are, whatever the interest rate terms are, and that can really help you out too. 4A or 4B really matters. It's more so personal preference and maybe how much you actually owe. Because if you owe on like $30,000, $40,000, it's gonna be really hard to get credit cards with that amount of money to kind of do a balance transfer without maxing yourself out. And the 5th reason is to create a goal / a time frame. What is your goal? Why are you trying to pay this credit card down besides not being in debt? Try to find something that keeps you motivated and give yourself a time frame for that motivational support. I'm trying to get married. I need to get my wife or my husband this and that. I'm trying to get married. Before I get married, I want to have my finances intact. I'm trying to go on some vacations. I'm trying to better my life. I'm trying to better my financial situation. I'm trying to move out of my parents' house. I'm trying to do this and that. I'm trying to go back to school. Whatever your goal is, find something that is motivational support for you. That's going to matter in the long run when you're doing things that actually motivate you and support you. I'm a very self-motivated person, but I have things that motivate me. So even though I'm self-motivated, there are things externally that motivate me to reach my certain goals. If I'm working out, it's because I want to look good, maybe for personal health. I want to be here longer for family. I want to look good in vacation pictures. Whatever the goal is, you really got to find that when it comes to credit cards. And that's what I did. I knew when it was time to be on my own, I didn't want to be bombarded with a bunch of bills and debt. I wanted to really have financial freedom to do the things that I still like to do. So that was my goal. So those are the 5 steps. Again, number 1 is use cash. Number 2 is evaluate your spending. Number 3 is to create a budget. 4A is to do a balance transfer from one credit card to another that's offering no annual percentage rate. 4B is if it's too big or if it's just personal preference, find a loan to consolidate. Do a loan consolidation, personal loan. Number 5, create a goal and find that support. If you're really focused on doing this, you can tackle down any debt. You just really got to be consistent. Even if that is, hey, look, I got to get a second job on the side, whether that's doing Ubers, Lyfts, part-time job somewhere, whatever it is, wherever you can find that extra money at, even when you're evaluating your spending and creating a budget, that's going to help you out. So guys, if you really found this video helpful, give me a thumbs up. Like I said, if you are somebody who has overcoming debt as we speak, put your strategies below. I'm not the best out there. I'm sure there are other strategies out there that have been used. Let everybody know what you've done. I'm sure people would really love to hear from you, not just me, what you've done. Some testimonials down below. Everybody, make sure you like and subscribe to this channel. See you in another video. Take care.